Space weather. Date March 31, 2014. Prepared jointly by the U.S. Department of Commerce, NOAA, Space Weather Prediction Center and the U.S. Air Force. Updated 2014 March 30, 2200 hours UTC. Joint U.S. Air Force NOAA Solar Geophysical Activity Report and Forecast, SDF number 89, issued at 2200 hours UTC on March 30, 2014. AG1, Minor, Geomagnetic Storm Watch has been issued for April 2 as a series of glancing blow coronal mass ejection, CME, arrivals. Associated with the recent flare activity from Sunspot Region 2017 are expected at Earth. Analysis of solar active regions and activity from March 29, 2100 hours UTC to March 30, 2100 hours UTC. Solar activity has been at moderate levels for the past 24 hours. The largest solar event of the period was a M2 event observed at March 30, 11:55 UTC from region 2017, N10W49. There are currently 8 numbered sunspot regions on the disk. Geophysical Activity Summary March 29, 2100 hours UTC to March 30, 2100 hours UTC. The geomagnetic field has been at quiet to unsettled levels for the past 24 hours. Solar wind speed, as measured by the ACE spacecraft, reached a peak speed of 480 km per second at March 30, 4:34 UTC. Total IMF reached 5 NT at March 29, 2220 UTC. The maximum southward component of BZ reached -3 NT at March 29, 2121 UTC. Protons greater than 10 MeV at geosynchronous orbit reached a peak level of 3 pfu at March 29, 2230 UTC. Geophysical Activity Forecast. The geomagnetic field is expected to be at quiet levels on March 31. Quiet to active levels on April 1, and unsettled to minor storm levels on April 2. Protons have a slight chance of crossing threshold on March 31, April 1, and April 2. Solar Activity Forecast. Solar activity is likely to be moderate with a slight chance for an X-class flare. On March 31, April 1, and April 2. Solar Flux 148 and Estimated Planetary A-Index 5. The estimated planetary K-index at 1500 hours UTC on March 31 was 3. Space weather for the past 24 hours has been minor. Radio blackouts reaching the R1 level occurred. Space weather for the next 24 hours is predicted to be minor. Radio blackouts reaching the R1 level are likely. Space weather by the Australian Bureau of Meteorology. Today's space weather Monday, March 31, last updated March 30, 2326 UTC. Moderate solar flare activity is expected on March 31, with a chance of high activity. Minor coronal hole effects are possible from late on March 31. The solar wind is currently moderate. Geomagnetic conditions are quiet, but could become unsettled late in the UTC day. Shortwave radio fade-outs are possible. High-frequency radio communications are normal. So far the space weather, over 3 days is a new forecast.